Adventure time! You know how the purpose of the channel is to finish the apartment and build the channel to be able to travel the world. Well, I'm starting from the end. I'm going to Bucharest today for 48 hours and it's going to be my first time there. So I've got sort of a plan that I'll explain a little bit later, but ChatGPT was involved, so it should be good. And before that, I want to draw your attention to the sandwiches my girlfriend has prepared and how the trip is beginning. Look at this. If this is not the best way to start a trip, I don't know what is. Let's go! We think we are at the right location. Let me show you the apartment. It's a really nice place and I'll go to the entrance. Here it is. So, it's a small apartment. Here's the bedroom. Actually it's one room. And we've got this terrace. And like a true Petrolhead, I'm going to use the window to check my car downstairs. There it is. All good. Nobody has stolen it. So I can sleep properly tonight. Now that we're here, comes the next logical question, which is what do you visit in a city that you don't know? And since I'm a millennial living in 2025, I asked ChatGPT to help me and I've got a list of places with the number one place, which is 100% guaranteed, a bookstore, which is considered the most beautiful bookstore in the world, and now we have to find its location and check it out live. Let's go! I just discovered that my Galaxy Watch has Google Maps on it. The more you know. I found the book for me. I will risk the copyright claim because of the music around me. If you recognize this car grill, it's from the older BMWs, and here's a very interesting floor. No, thank you.
Rejected!
The bookstore was magnificent, and before we continue to the Parliament, which is by the way the second largest government building in the world after the Pentagon, we have stopped to try some Oamaie Verde Cimenta. I think I pronounced it correctly. I'm not really sure, which is why I'm going to try Zmeura as well. Zmeura is better. If you come to Bucharest, Zmeura is the thing to buy. comes the updates. This is the building, and as you can see, I'm on the outside, not on the inside. Turns out you can pay to enter the building, but you cannot walk around the park, and we are sad and devastated right now. But we've got a solution, because according to ChatGPT again, we've got 3 options. The first one is to not get hit by a car. We did not get hit by a car, which is nice. So we go across the street next to Izvor Park for the first best shot that we can have, going to the left. And yes, truly, if I rotate the camera right now, this is quite a nice view. Since we have seen this view, we've got 2 more options, because we are actually on the side of the building. We can go to the front of the building, where you also have a big boulevard leading towards it, and once we're there, we'll see it in its full glory. So we just have to navigate there successfully. ChatGPT was right, this is the spot that it recommended. Oh no, wait a second, I have to turn the camera around. Yep, and here is the boulevard. So if you want to be at the same spot where I am right now, this is the precise place. Actually, you can have an even better view if you cross the street illegally, because there's no way to do it legally here, unfortunately. But there's a square, which is something like a parking lot, and the view is really nice. I'm beginning to think that a lot of people are using ChatGPT for their trip planning, because we have noticed a few people already from the bookstore at the parliament and now on the streets to the next location, which we actually had to adapt because we don't have a lot of time anymore. We actually have a reservation for dinner at Caru, Bere, which is the oldest beer hall in Bucharest, serving people since 1879. And it is supposed to have traditional Romanian dishes, which we are about to test. But Google Maps, which is our other helpful tool, again suggested to go through the back streets and behind some buildings. So we decided not to listen to it, and we are walking on the boulevard, which is quite nice, as opposed to missing our reservation, so I'll keep you updated. But first we've got another stop. There's a monastery on the way, which is supposed to be something like a big church that you can enter, and we'll check this. Yes, I said we are late, but there's something very important here. One day. Time for another stop. Yeah, it's refreshing and wet. Another update. Updates every 10 seconds. First, there's a construction site here. And we are out of the way, so we're going to waste a lot of time. Then the navigation said that the church actually closed 25 minutes ago, so we can only see it on the outside. And then we zoomed in, and it turns out it is right next to the restaurant. So go get refreshed quickly, go to the restaurant and see the church without wasting any more time. This is the monastery we've been looking for, and this in front of us should be the restaurant. I already bumped my head. looking for the lower level. We found another staircase. We'll see where it leads. This is apparently the legit way to enter instead of the other one. We've got our places. I'll probably not be able to talk here, it's quite loud. We have waited for over 1 hour, but finally the food is here. We've had our dinner 2.5 hours later, and we are ready to give it a solid 5 points for the whole experience. But it was nice, it's another city. So now we walk around the city, see the night views, and continue tomorrow. The update from the second day in Bucharest starts with the crossing of a not very stable bridge in the Japanese garden, and I'm about to cross a second bridge here, which is also not very stable because it's not a bridge. But fortunately we don't have deep water, so let me try it. After the successful crossing of the bridge, I can update you on the progress from day 2 in Bucharest. First we had a really nice brunch at Crocant, which is a place I would really recommend. It's a little bit niche, a little bit small. It's a little bit dangerous here. But yes, you can go to Crocant, the food was really nice. And actually before that we went to another place, the cookie Beacon, which was, I don't know, strange. We didn't really feel the vibe, so we decided not to stay there. But it had a nice car outside, so this is a bonus point for it. And after we had our brunch, we have seen the Romanian Athenaeum, which is actually the city concert hall, built in 1888. So 10 years after the restaurant from yesterday, which we didn't really enjoy. I was a little bit tired yesterday to give it a proper review. But apart from the interior, which was really nice, obviously, the food and the waiting for 84 years, like in Titanic, was a little bit too much. So a little bit overpriced, a little bit overhyped, but at least we didn't go home hungry, so it's something. And today we are walking through the city without a plan, because the plans changed, I don't know, 10 times. Currently we are in Park Regentul Mihai first or something. I actually have a cheat sheet here because I'm not really good with Romanian names. It's the Herastrau Park, which is also the Park Regent Mihai. I don't know what is the connection between the two and what is the actual name. And we have seen the Triumph Arch, which is, yes, similar to the one in Paris, because Romania actually won World War I and they have decided to build one for themselves as well. This was really nice, and right now we are going through the park and we'll try to get some transport to the city center because it's really far away. We have successfully reached the surface. After testing the subway system, we are back at the old city, and before that we were at the Herastrau Park. This is the correct pronunciation, hopefully, to visit the village museum that we decided not to visit in the end. We have seen it through the fence and we were not really enthusiastic to visit it exactly today, so we continued. We checked the Japanese garden that you have already seen, and right now we are back here at the old city to walk around it once more. And after that the plan is to look for a rooftop bar. We want something with a nice view, so we'll have a little bit of research to do and we'll see what the result is. We decided to do a very important stop at a Mexican restaurant. Just a quick energy, nothing major. And right now we are at the park, which is something we actually wanted to visit. And it's an interesting place for two reasons. First, this is the park that has the most prohibited things in the world, including but not limited to washing your car in the park, fixing your car in the park, and also feeding your animals at the park. But this is not everything. This is also the park for people who don't like company and want single chairs instead of benches. If you want such a thing in your park, this is the place to go. And apart from this is a really nice place and we'll keep walking. And after that I have no idea if we'll have time for a rooftop bar or not. Day 3 has started and we are leaving the Airbnb. But before we leave Romania, we've got a few more hours. So we are about to drive through the city and find the biggest mall of Romania, Afi cu Truceni. So, let's go find it. Good news, bad news. We're hungry and we've got a million options. So first we walk around and check everything and then we'll select the final winner. We have found a really nice spot and we've got complimentary lemonade. So Bucharest is treating us well. We have taken the energy and then we turned strategic. First we went to Starbucks to secure our spots on the terrace, then we went back inside to secure our suites, and now we're going back to the terrace to take our places. Well, it's been exactly 48 hours since we arrived in Bucharest, and the summary is that we managed to visit all the cool places. I'm very happy with the way the whole trip turned out. And I hope that you liked the video about it. If you did, subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time. Bye!